We had a few awesome things that happened on December 21st that I want to talk about. We had the Karate Kid and Cobra Kai Reunited Apart with Josh Gad, which saw a huge reunion of people from both Karate Kid and Cobra Kai, including some people we haven't seen do interviews relating to Cobra Kai previously, including Elizabeth Shue, who played Allie, Julie Fields, who played Allie's friend Susan, Robert Mark Kamen, the writer of the Karate Kid movies, Robin Lively, who played Jessica, and Thomas Ian Griffith, who played Terry Silver. We also got a peek at Joe Esposito playing the iconic song, You're the Best Around. At the very end of the video, there's a skit involving Tanner Buchanan, who plays Robby, and Martin Kove, who plays John Kreese. These two were noticeably absent throughout the entire video. Here's the breakdown of why that video and a new teaser point to Robby joining Cobra Kai. At around 11 p.m. Central Standard Time on December 21st, another new teaser dropped showing some new footage for the upcoming season of Cobra Kai. Once again, something stuck out to me in this teaser involving our friend Robby. First, we'll have to backtrack to Season 2. In the episode Fire and Ice, Kreese overhears Miguel and Hawk talking to Johnny about Robby being his son. After teaching class that day, Kreese expresses his concern that it doesn't look good that LaRusso is training his son, believing Johnny should train him. Kreese brings this up again in the episode All In after teaching the class with Johnny. Kreese says the most important student is still absent, your boy. Johnny tells Kreese once again that Robby wants nothing to do with him, and Kreese, under his ruse of still wanting the best for Johnny, tells him that you only teach the lessons, but you don't apply them. Go all in. While this wasn't expanded upon this episode in Season 2, this was heavily teased in the official trailer for Season 3 that dropped on December 9th. Robby is being visited by Kreese and Juvie. The shot shows him standing there, and Kreese looks up at him from the visitation table. Now, in the Reunited Apart reunion, almost every primary actor from the original Karate Kid was there, except for Martin Kove, who plays Kreese. And Cobra Kai had all the primary actors there except Tanner Buchanan, who plays Robby. Earlier in the video, Josh Gad asked if there are any spoilers that the cast can give away, and the only response that he gets is that there's going to be more karate and more mohawk. After Joe Esposito plays You're the Best Around, Tanner shows up saying he was on a rival episode, and Martin Kove shows up right after him, telling Tanner not to be merciful and reciting his famous creed that here, on the streets, in competition, if a man faces you, he is the enemy. So why does all this stand out? In the newest teaser, one of the images we see is Robby being locked in a headlock by Sean. Up until this point, Robby trained only Miyagi-Do, which is based on defense and counterattacks, but he's never been taught to break out of a chokehold, or rather has been in a situation to where he was in one and had nowhere to go. The only other time he was put in a similar grapple is in the second fight with Miguel at school, but only in the background while Hawk and others begin to join the fight. Miguel's chokehold is only with one arm, while the chokehold Sean puts him in is with both arms. Robby's able to escape this by using the wall to gain leverage and power out of the hold against Sean. But who would have taught this to him? Take that! Kreese! But why Kreese, you ask? Kreese has used this chokehold before on Johnny at the start of Karate Kid 2, and on Johnny while teaching Cobra Kai with him in the episode titled All In. Johnny is able to break out of the chokehold by shifting momentum. It is very possible that Kreese taught this to Robby, possibly after his first fight with Sean and his boys. Now remember, Kreese says to Johnny in this episode that to get his son to join him, he needs to take the lessons to heart. And what could be another way to hurt Johnny? He sinks his teeth into Robby, and by teaching Robby this move to help him in juvie, Kreese is able to start to pull Robby in the direction of his Cobra Kai and go all in. You also have to remember in the episode The Moment of Truth, Robby says the problem with Miyagi-Do is that it's all about defense. People show up to watch karate for the offense. So this is not that far-fetched, especially Kreese making mentions that Robby should be in Cobra Kai. After all, it is Tanner and Martin who conveniently show up together at the end of the episode of Reunited Apart. Why would these two people be paired to do a skit where Martin is instructing Tanner in the ways of Cobra Kai? This is obviously another tease of what's to come in Season 3, hiding in plain sight. Let me know what you guys think, whether you agree or disagree. I have another video in the works called Why Johnny Lawrence is the Better Sensei, so stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thanks for watching, stay beautiful, stay awesome, and we'll catch you around next time.